I may not be what you want, yeah, but I'm all you'll ever need.
Kids in Brooklyn.
Hey, welcome back everyone. What we're doing today on the channel, very simple. I wanted to do a review. Last time I said after I installed the shifter, I said I was gonna go ahead and do a review on it, let you guys know what I thought about it. And today all I'm gonna do is vacuum the car with this beat up vacuum washer, throw a GoPro on the inside, do a little bit of driving around and show you guys what I think and feel about the product I installed. Let's get in it.
Minds over matter. Brooklyn Kings. I knew what you was thinking before you thought it. You're just another dead man walking.
One of the beautiful things about this build, and usually my builds are, I like to have air conditioning. I live in Florida. I cannot be without air conditioning. Although my next build, when I finally find another CRX, that one will not have air conditioning. But let's go for a little drive and review the shifter. First impression on this shifter was, is it really going to be good, right? So prior to this one, if you guys have seen any of my other videos, I had upgraded the shifter to one from Jack Spania. It was a one-piece shifter, didn't have a shift knob different, it was all black. It was the type that had the cage that mounts down here. It eliminates one of the two rods, the stabilizer rod, and I installed that one. It had a button up top that allowed you to, if needed, lock out your fifth gear, which was kind of cool, but I didn't really need that feature. It worked well. The gears were extremely short, but it was a little too much for what I was doing, you know? I drive this car occasionally to work, so having that type of shifter and feeling everything, it was not the most comfortable for me. The decided to pull that one out, put back the original one, and it wasn't until my brother coming down that I decided to swap it out, because again, he said it had a lot of slop back and forth. Not a lot anymore. You see that? Nice and tight. That was due to the energy suspension bushing that was destroyed from my previous video. Aside from that, it was very long gears, right? So it was a good upgrade, and this is my review on it. Now, the thought process of buying a new shifter, the other Jack Spaniel one, was, I would consider, pretty pricey. I want to say it was like $280 is what I spent on the other one. I ended up selling it and recovering pretty much all my money. I think I sold it for like $240, so $250. So for the most part, I got good money back. This one, before I spent more money on something that I wasn't sure if I was gonna like, you know, I looked at some K-tuned ones. I looked at some B&M shifters, because that was old school. You know, I used to remember those. And I went naturally to Amazon and was going through there, and I saw this one. This was a knockoff, if you would, of the K-tuned one. So I started reading reviews, and the reviews were saying, for the most part, it's an amazing shifter. People who already had the K-tuned one in their other vehicles opted out and bought this less expensive one, and this one only costed me, I want to say, like $30, $30 something dollars. And I'm going to put the link below in case anybody's interested. Now, I'm not sponsored by any of this, but when I see a good deal and I see a good value in something, I will tell you my honest opinion. $30, 30, 35 or something like that for this shifter. And I mean, how badly can they really mess up a piece of aluminum that's machined, right? That's my thought process. The first one that came in, I ended up having to send back because it was used. It was all scratches on the bottom, which didn't care, but I had some scratches on the inside piece, which I would see. So I sent it back. The very next day, they sent me a brand new one. This is the one that I got, which was perfect brand new condition. I'm very happy with the Circuit Hero shift knob. It's a weighted shift knob. Now, it's a little smaller than the original one, which I thought at first was not going to be good, but this shift knob in your hand, in the palm of your hand, feels so good. I can't stress that enough. It makes the shifts extremely comfortable, easy to do, not a lot of effort to get it in and out of gears. And when I actually did some harder pulls on it, I easily can chirp gears, right? Which is something I like to say and do, you know, make a little noise out of the tires, but it chirped gears without me wanting to. I did dump the clutch, but because I was able to get it in and out of gears so much faster, without me wanting to, it was going through the gears, and shows me how much shorter this throw is. Now, if you looked at my previous video, the one part of it, it does show how I adjusted it. I had adjusted the ball, the pivot point, about 2/3 of the way up. Now, I believe for my driving, it feels fine, just like this, almost perfect. Now, if you wanted a shorter throw, just move that ball point up higher, and you'll get a closer ratio. And that actually will work out better if I decided to move this whole rod up higher, which I really can't, to be honest with you. I can, but I'll end up hitting my screen, I think, unless I adjust that bottom ball point, that ball at the bottom. If I adjust it up higher, I'll be able to do that. All in all, I am very, 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 very happy with this shifter. You know, how crisp, how precise it is. I dare to say, and I will say, it has been the best shift knob combination that I have ever had on any of my cars. And I've had a lot of cars. This BS Amazon machined short shifter with this Circuit Hero knob has been the best combination that I've personally felt. Now I'm very excited to see how it feels at the track, because that's really where it's going to count, I think, when I am going through turns and everything. But for my everyday driving, like I'm doing now, for my everyday things, it feels amazing. Let's see if I could do a quick little 1, 2, 3 pull over here. flywheel, do a full 3-inch exhaust, and then retune it. And there you have it. That's the review. Thanks guys for watching. If you like what I'm putting out there, please like and subscribe. I totally appreciate all that. And let's have some conversations in the comment. I like the dialogue back and forth. And let me leave you with this. Al's pro tip. These make a lot of noise if you have hard mounts. I do have Hasport mounts. Al's pro tip. Take one of my daughter's little scrunchies, whatever you call this thing. You put it in here, and guess what? That doesn't vibrate anymore. You saw it here. If you like that, that should give me enough motivation to subscribe and keep watching these videos. Peace.